Welcome back, my cheeky wee monkeys. Yeah. Let's get it out of the way. My first guest tonight, he's been here twice before. He was Dr. Doom in Fantastic Four, and he's just gone into the third season of Nip Tuck. Nip/Tuck. It's really good. Have a look at this.
So your specialty is sexual predators?
My speciality is catching them. This is my case now, Dr. Troy. I would appreciate your cooperation.
I'm more conversationally inclined after a couple of drinks.
I don't drink.
I like recovering alcoholics, too. In my experience, when a person gives up one vice, they usually overcompensate with others.
Hello, Mr. Sexy. Julian McMahon, everybody. Julian.
Yes.
Welcome, yes. Welcome. The ladies seem pleased you made it. Yeah.
I paid them all.
Yeah, well, that's what we'll get to that in a minute.
Yes.
But how are you? How are things going for you? How is it working out for you in America?
It's doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Yes, you?
Well, I'm getting by, you know.
Yes, I can tell.
Stuck on late night, but
the whole Elvis thing is working very well, just so
well, I'm trying to convince people I'm the, illegitimate son of Elvis Presley, but no one's buying it.
No one's buying it?
No.
I did see a skit with you doing the Elvis thing at one point in time, and I think that there was a very similar kind of first accent.
Yes, the accent is tricky, and then also
the hip thing.
I've got hips like Elvis towards the end of his career. That's what happened.
I disagree. I disagree.
You're looking too closely. Do you find yourself looking at people oddly now that you're playing as plastic surgeon? Do you see plastic surgery on people? Do you look for it?
Am I looking at you weird?
No, I don't. You think
I would never look at you weird. That's
that's
between
good.
The two of us.
Now you're creeping me out.
Okay.
So
do I look at people?
Do you see it? Do you say, "Oh, that's nice work," or that, or it's not?
Yes, I say,
really?
"Oh, that's a nice job."
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't think I'm the only man that does that.
No, and I don't think men really care.
Actually, no.
What kind of work do men get done? I mean, if I was going to... Yeah, I never understood that either. What kind of work do men get done in plastic surgery?
It's kind of bizarre, actually. Men get things like calf implants.
Right.
Calf implant, which I've never had done, of course.
No.
Stomach.
Stomach
chest,
implants?
Chest.
Stomach implants?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. They get a 6-pack, 8-pack, 12-pack.
Oh, that's wrong.
A couple of things below the belt.
Oh, no, I couldn't...
We won't get into that.
So
that's what you call a real nip and a tuck.
So that... Oh, no, that's a different thing.
No,
that's Now, listen, they might not know, you are Australian. You're
yes, I'm from Sydney.
Sydney, Australia. Wasn't your dad the Prime Minister at one point?
The Prime Minister of Australia, yes,
But you were very young at the time, right?
I was about 3 years old.
My God.
But I was very influential at the time.
Well, I've noticed Australians are not big on the class system. We're
not big on that whole thing. It just doesn't really work.
It's like, that bloke's the Prime Minister. All right, mate.
Right,
yeah,
yeah, get me a beer.
Yeah. They don't really care.
No, they don't really care.
Why is that?
I think it's a very strange, it's a different culture, particularly, obviously, to the American culture, and I think it has a lot to do with population. And it started as a, can I say the word, penal colony?
Yeah.
And...
there's a bar with that name in West Hollywood, but...
How did you know that?
I have no idea. So anyway, Australia started as a penal colony.
Yes, I mean, anybody who stole a loaf of bread or did anything that they shouldn't be doing from your mother country was sent there, which I always thought was the most bizarre thing. You spent a lot of time in England and the UK. Obviously, you grew up there and all that kind of stuff. And to look at the UK and then to look at Australia.
Yeah, where would you rather be?
Which is kind of like sending them to heaven.
I know, it's like you've been caught being very naughty,
exactly.
off to the Bahamas with you.
All right, exactly.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's like Ferguson is in the Caymans or something.
Yeah. Although aren't there's a
sun,
lot of...
sand, and beautiful people. Go.
But there's a lot of
you loaf-stealing person. You
deadly animals in Australia.
Deadly, a lot of snakes and sharks and all that kind
and
of
spiders.
Stuff. But you can fight them off.
Yeah. Have you ever encountered a deadly animal?
Oh, many times.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
You can't tell?
Yeah. Well,
I'm a deadly encounter-looking kind of guy.
Yeah, that's right. And anyway, no. What?
You're not going with me on that one.
No, I can tell that any spider would be afraid of you.
Yes.
But what?
We used to play with funnel web spiders when we were kids.
But they're deadly.
They're deadly. But we used to play with them. We used to put funnel spider webs with praying mantis in a jar. Very exciting.
Yeah.
Very exciting when you're a 6-year-old kid and just watch them eat each other.
Yeah.
And see who wins. I'm sorry. That's not good. I've never done it since.
You were a heartthrob in this country till that story. Do you know that?
It was when I was very young, I swear.
Yeah. But your dad was the Prime Minister.
Yes.
So did you have a very privileged upbringing?
So I had real problems with the car. Sorry, anyway.
No, did you have a very privileged upbringing? Was it all kind of like were you carried around in a chariot and everything? Or?
Oh, very much so.
Or was he...
That's how penal we are. We still carry people around in chariots.
But a lot of fathers who are successful, they're much tougher on their kids to try and kind of compensate. They kind of overdo it. Was your dad like that?
My dad was a little like that. I remember when I was a little boy, I was about 9 years old. I went to my father and I said, all my friends were getting $10 a week and I was getting $1 a week. So I went to my dad and I said, Dad, need to talk to you. The allowance kind of isn't cutting it. All my friends are getting $10 a week and I'm getting $1. He said, well, if you want any more money, go find a job. So that was it. I went and I got a paper run job. It was my first job.
Yeah.
After that, I started as a gardener's apprentice when I was 11. By the time I was 13, I had a partnership with a friend of mine in a gardening service and a tree lopping service.
Wow.
So then all of a sudden I was like 13, 14-year-old
Yeah.
kid, and I was earning, between $300 to $600 a week.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Your dad did you a favour. He set you on the path.
Yes.
And now you're the big-time Hollywood movie star.
Yes.
We are totally out of time.
Yes.
It's great to see you again,
Great to
Julian.
see you.
Nip Tuck is a great show, and you are terrific on it. Well done, my
Thank
friend.
you.
Thank you. Julian McMahon, everybody. We'll be right back with Jennifer Finnegan.